Hey everyone, it's Doug McGuff with Ultimate Exercise, Body by Science, and drmcguff.com. Today I just wanted to give you a brief thought about using or incorporating all the fibers in a targeted muscle group. I think there's a lot of anxiety that I pick up out there, both from clients and with content on YouTube and social media about the necessity to do multiple different movements in order to get at all the fibers in a given targeted muscle group. And I think if you choose a good biomechanically congruent movement, that you really can rely on your degree of effort for bringing in all the available muscle fibers in a targeted muscle group, more so than having to use multiple different movements to try to get at it from different angles. The assumption is that the angle of attack is affecting the tension on the targeted muscle fibers, so that you have to do multiple different movements to address a specific muscle group. And that kind of ignores that the way muscle fibers are recruited in targeted muscles are by the Hanuman size principle, which means that you start with your lowest order motor units first, your smaller motor units that are slower twitch and recover more quickly. And then as the fatigue accumulates and the effort increases, you sequentially recruit higher and higher motor units until you get to your highest order motor units. And keep in mind that motor units are not located in specific areas of the muscle, but are rather distributed evenly throughout the entire architecture of the muscle. So a given fast twitch motor unit may have 1,000 fibers in it, but those fibers are distributed homogeneously throughout the muscle. So the main way to make certain that you're going to get all the fibers in a targeted musculature is not doing multiple movements for that area of the body, but rather focusing on very high level of effort and a deep level of fatigue for that targeted musculature. That way you know that you're certain that you're bringing in all the available fibers. Also, something to keep in mind is the Hanuman size principle not only applies to a specific isolated targeted muscle, but it applies to all the muscles in the chain of movement for a particular movement. That is to say that when you're doing a chest press, if for some reason your larger muscle group, pectoralis, is fatiguing out and not able to contribute, then all of a sudden you will start to recruit other muscle groups that may not be as deeply fatigued, like the anterior deltoid and the triceps and things of that nature. So it's also conceivable that a good compound movement will sequentially fatigue every muscle group involved in that compound movement. So it may not be as necessary to do as many isolation exercises as you think are necessary. But the main thing I want to drive home is you don't have to pick a whole variety of different movements to attack a particular muscle group. Instead, rely on your degree of effort to get at all those fibers as well as possible. So that's just my little pearl for this video. So right now, put up your phones and go out and do some dope shit in the real world. For Body by Science, Ultimate Exercise, drmcguff.com. We'll see you the next time. Thanks.